you're a Canadian and you live out of town, or this is your summer home or whatever, and you weren't using it, so now it's mine. And they're just
People
like,
are going on the MLS.
well, they had rights too, you know.
But I imagine that the
We should
tent
survey them.
crisis is going to get worse as the weather gets warmer now and more people come in, right?
Yeah,
Like it's not like the immigration is slowed. Maybe the students from India is slowed, but there's still people piling into
I
this
got a I
place
got a decent sized
everywhere.
backyard, and I could probably get, a good handful of tents back there, and I should probably put out some ads, that I'm renting tent space.
I think so.
I mean, that's it. I mean, they won't let me do Airbnb at my house, so
What
maybe I
about all
should just set
these?
up a bunch of tents and let people know, hey, between May and September, come and stay at my place. But
I
wonder what my
heard
neighbors would think.
I heard that all these people that didn't file their vacant home forms on time that are having all kinds of problems. I heard this rumor that the government sold their data to the homeless people in tents and that they're going to say, hey, these houses are all empty.
Yeah,
You should go live there.
yeah, that's
Wouldn't
perfect.
that be interesting?
Imagine instead of a
Can you
tax.
imagine?
Well,
That's the tax. If you don't,
did you not hear what
I,
happened
I got a crazy
in
bill
one of the
for that
states? In one of the states?
with the squatters.
Yeah.
What,
What state
what,
was
what
that?
story? There's squatters all over it.
Yeah, but
California, the rules are kind of, and
yeah.
Florida, I think the rules
Not
are
no
kind of,
Florida. No, Florida's like you just bring your shotgun and get the people out of your house.
oh, so then it's California is like,
Yeah,
well, squatters have rights too.
yeah.
And,
But
they're
there's one as
the lease.
Montana or one of those states that literally it's like thousands of houses have squatters in it, and it's like all
Yeah,
these people basically are saying,
they have
hey,
rights.
you're a Canadian and you live out of town, or this is your summer home or whatever, and you weren't using it, so now it's mine. And they're just
People
like,
are going on the
well, they had
MLS.
rights too, you know.
They're going on the MLS and they're like
Yeah,
breaking the lockbox. They see that the house is vacant, it's for sale. They break the
yeah,
lockbox, they move in, and all of a sudden it's their place.
yeah.
And they're having issues because legally
There's
it's
some
like a
laws that
lease.
protect them.
So
Yeah,
so I watched this video about this guy who is a squatter buster or something like this. His mom had an issue like I'm talking about where they put it on the market because I guess she needed to sell and some squatter moved in. And so because the son didn't own the house, the squatter went and squatted right beside the squatter
yeah.
and got the same rights
Outsquatted
as the
them.
squatter, but he actually had a lease from his mom. So he became an actual real tenant. And
Yeah.
that's how he was able to get rid of the
No,
squatter.
he didn't. He did. He did that. He
And then he
did that on
shot the guy in the
purpose.
head,
He did that on purpose. He created a tenancy so
created a
that
tenancy,
his rights superseded
supersede.
the
Right.
squatters. Yeah,
How
yeah, yeah. It
fucked
was a
up is
smart move.
that? You
But
think it's
that's what we got
bad
to
in
do.
Ontario,
Yeah,
right? Like, look what you got
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
do.
yeah. Imagine.
Holy TK, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel with your good arm.
Do we need to do a like, comment, and subscribe?
We just did, but we could do another one.
Oh, all right. Well, no,
You
that's
go
good.
now. You obviously didn't like mine, so go
It was
ahead, sir.
perfect. No, it was
Go
perfect.
ahead.
Well, this is the Canadian Real Estate Show here, coming live from our studio in downtown Toronto, overlooking the bay. We just like to remind our listeners tonight to be liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. Please share the content. We're just trying to bring more real estate news to people far and wide from coast to coast. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see you soon.
Please subscribe and
Well, yeah,
Well, okay, we got some interesting news this week before we bring our guest on, who's already waiting in the wings. But this has been a
yeah,
crazy week for housing, I think, or at least for announcements to look good, like you're trying to do something about
yeah.
housing.
There's a lot of noise.
A lot of noise coming from that yapper up there, that bastard who was a guest on the show, thankfully, last week.
Yeah, let's not take
Very
sides. Let's
enjoyable.
just keep the information
No sides,
factual.
no
But it
sides. But
definitely seems like we're going to be getting a new government next year.
these are there's a lot of all like he's throwing out a lot of billions of dollars though towards this housing market or getting more, I guess, supply on the market. That the government has decided that it is definitely a supply side issue, and then that is the one that they have control over because the demand is out of their control. There's nothing they can do to curve that at all unless it's curve it up. That they seem to be able to do.
The economy is more important than controlling the demand side. So unfortunately, the tools they have to control the demand side hurts the economy, and that's the more important.
Hurts the
Um,
overall economy,
yeah, that's
which
the more important
us in
metric that
real
they're
estate
watching.
don't really care about the overall economy as long as housing is booming and
No, we
bustling, right?
care. It's all related. Come
It's
on.
true. It's all related, but they're throwing billions of dollars around. And what's unfortunate, TK, is if you get into the meat and the potatoes of this thing, okay? If you
Yeah,
dig in,
it's our billions.
well,
Turns
one,
out.
it's our billions. I mean,
Yeah,
it's got to come from somewhere, so
yeah.
that can't
Turns
be
out it's our
good for
billions.
anybody. But if you dig deep, they've got like 15 billion for that and 6 billion for this and 1.5 billion for that. But for the technology, the research and development of new technology that would help bring on more housing faster, which is the goal, right? More housing faster, more supply. It's like a piddly $600 million to put out there in research. So, like, if someone had a great idea,
Get in
they're
line.
but the line is of one with $600 million. Like one of
No,
these factories to really fully automate and come up with something that works, you need
yeah,
more than $600 million. Like this is
sure.
crazy.
I was at
So
the Sphere in Las Vegas, and
yeah,
it
like
was $2.3 billion to make that thing.
to make the sphere,
I'd
right?
love to see the investment performa that says that they're going to get all their money back. I'd
I
really
thought
like to
they were
just
already bankrupt. I thought they
I
were
would,
already like in trouble.
I would really like to see, like, whoever created that. They're like, all right, in the first year we're gonna make $1 billion.
Yeah.
And they were just like,
Wow.
that means that we're gonna have people coming in all day long every day. The theater was half empty when I went.
Half empty. Yeah.
It
I
was
mean,
half
the
empty.
initial buzz wore off.
It's fun though.
And
I mean, it was a great show, but I mean, like, I don't see why it's gonna, be very profitable. And they were talking about making five more of them across the globe and all that kind of stuff. And I think everyone's probably looking at it going like, maybe not such a great idea.
maybe it's just a
Maybe we'll just
giant
stick with our IMAX.
hypnosis
Yeah,
machine.
we built an IMAX for 10 million bucks in the mall. We'll just keep that.
Yeah, and like how much was the one out in Vaughan that was shaped as a flying saucer? I mean, even that thing wasn't $1 billion, I'm sure. That
2.3.
thing made money too,
Yeah,
right? At least for a bit. Now I
it's a good
can't
strategy
imagine
for
anybody
people.
making any money. Not that anybody's making any movies. That's kind of annoying, especially when you're sitting around on drugs with nothing to do all day. You need some content. And there's only so much Canadian real estate stuff
But you should be well
out
versed
there.
then. You should be able to educate everybody today on the
No,
show with all the stuff you've
I've
been
been
reading and studying because you've
I've
been
been
at home all
watching
week.
I've been watching the Marvel movies in order from the beginning, and
Oh
I'm
my God.
maybe halfway through. Yeah, it's been a long haul, TK. Like, comment, and subscribe if you got anything from one of these clips. And if you want to see some more, press something on the screen here. Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.